Hello, welcome to my what I eat in a day video. This was highly requested, more so from everyone on Instagram, so I'm really excited to make it. If you don't know who I am, hello, I'm Heather DiBiasi. I'm a registered dietitian and low carb weight loss expert, and I help women lose weight living a low carb lifestyle, and I've personally lost 20 pounds myself. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I eat to maintain my 20-pound weight loss. Just so you know, just like any other what I eat in a day video, every single day is not the same for me, although I do typically eat a lot of the same meals. Every day isn't the same. And just because something works for me doesn't mean it's what you should do. So if you're making any major changes to your diet, definitely talk to a registered dietitian one-on-one or a doctor. With that being said, I'm excited to share with you, babes, what has helped me on my weight loss journey and how I eat to maintain my weight loss, and give you some weight loss tips along the way in case that's something you're working towards. All right, I'll see you in the video. Always drink your water. Okay, we're gonna make a smoothie because I want to share with you, babes, my smoothie formula. So many people tell me that they don't drink smoothies because they don't keep them full, or someone told them they shouldn't drink smoothies for weight loss. Seriously, babes, if you make a smoothie correctly, it can keep you full for a really long time. And I drink smoothies all the time. So many of my clients do. You absolutely can get amazing weight loss success drinking smoothies, but you want to make sure you're making it a meal. Now, when you go to a store or most smoothie recipes online, it's just a big carbohydrate bomb. It's a bunch of fruit, juices, all that stuff. That's not what we want. You can put carbs in your smoothie, but you also want to make sure you're adding protein, fat, fiber to make sure you're staying full and satisfied, you're balancing your blood sugar, and you are turning down those hunger hormones. So let's make my smoothie now, and I'll kind of tell you all the deets as we go through. I use a NutriBullet. I get asked this a lot. It's just easy for me. It's like a one-stop shop. I like that. I use almond milk unsweetened. Always want to add protein. This is a big mistake. When people are trying to lose weight, a lot of the times I find breakfast options might be low in protein, and that causes cravings for later on in the day. So especially if you're someone struggling with food cravings, or you want to make sure you're maintaining your muscle mass and feeling nice and toned as you're losing weight, definitely make sure you have a protein source at all meals. I've been liking this bone broth protein from Ancient Nutrition. It has collagen in it. I don't know, I just really like the flavor of it, honestly. This protein powder foams really well. It like makes a really thick and creamy smoothie. I typically add about 2 tablespoons of either chia or flax seeds into my smoothies. I prefer flax seeds, but you can use whatever floats your boat. One tip, always add the liquid first, because if you add the dry ingredients first, sometimes it just gets stuck to the bottom of the blender. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of cacao powder. I love the flavor of it. If you really are a chocolate lover, you'll probably love it. It's not a magical thing for weight loss, or your health. It has a lot of antioxidant properties and stuff like that, so it's very nutritious, but you don't need this if you don't want it. It's just something that I enjoy putting in my smoothie. Okay, and then nut butter. I see a lot of people skipping the nut butter when it comes to their smoothie, but this is really important because fat keeps you full. It releases a hormone called cholecystokinin, and that helps us feel calm and relaxed. So I use about a tablespoon of some sort of nut butter typically, or you can use coconut butter, coconut oil, whatever type of fat you want to use. Avocado is great too, a 1/4 or a 1/2 avocado. Last but not least is the cauliflower rice. This is a game changer for smoothies. It makes it cold, creamy, delicious. It's a great replacement for ice if you put ice in your smoothie, and such a good way to add veggies and fiber to a smoothie, and you can't even taste it. It just makes it cold, creamy, delicious. It's so good. And now we're ready to blend. You may be asking, where's the fruit? Sometimes I totally put fruit in my smoothies. I just know since I'm having a later breakfast, I'm probably gonna have an earlier lunch, and I just don't feel like I really need it right now. I didn't work out today, although I will be getting steps in, and I probably will do a little workout later. I will be eating carbs throughout the day. Stay tuned. Typically I have carbs at 2 to 3 meals per day, but I don't know, today's just kind of like an off day for me, and that's something that's beautiful about when it comes to listening to your body. And this is something I really teach the girls in my programs, how to understand days where you might need more carbs, less carbs, and just listen to your body. Your body is like really smart and good at telling you what it needs if you actually listen. I've lost 20 pounds without counting calories, macros, anything like that. Really just coming down to having some structure to my meals and what my day is gonna look like with eating, but having enough flexibility to really live my life, not having to count everything. Like, people overcomplicate nutrition so much. And one of the main things I hear from my clients, which I love so much, they're like, this is so easy. Not that it's necessarily always easy to implement a weight loss plan, but the plan itself is so easy. So anyway, let's blend my smoothie and drink this up. A whole minute and my smoothie is ready. Now, I know this took a little bit because I was talking in between, but seriously, a smoothie is such an easy, quick breakfast. Well, it's just so hard to open right now. For in the morning time, it takes 5 minutes. When people are like, I don't have time for breakfast, I'm like, you have time for a smoothie, especially if you're scrolling through Instagram. Anyways, this looks delicious. I'm really, really excited to drink it. Ugh. Looks so chocolatey and so good. It's also great with half a banana if you do want a carb in here. Let's give it a try. It's so chocolatey. If you have a good tasting protein powder, it just makes the whole smoothie, because that's really like the solid foundation to your smoothie when it comes to flavor. But I taste the cacao powder, the peanut butter, the cauliflower rice makes it just creamy and smooth. It's so good. You have to try this. Okay, so I'm so excited for this lunch. I'm actually at my parents'. My mom just made a salad, so I'm gonna have some of that and some chicken that my dad made. The chicken's just seasoned with like garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper kind of thing. And the salad has arugula, carrots, tomatoes, I think cucumber, apple cider vinegar, a little olive oil, and like the same spices. So I'm gonna dig into that. And then for part of my meal, I'm gonna make this apple pie mug cake that I will share with you when I'm done eating this. Okay, so as the other part of my meal, since I basically just had veggies and protein, I'm gonna make this apple mug cake thing that's so delicious, so easy, and a perfect balance to that. Basically, when it comes to my meal formula, I try and get some veggies, protein, sometimes carbs in a meal, sometimes not always, like this morning, and then some fat serving. So basically what I'm doing to make this mug cake is I took one small apple, I got it from the farmer's market, so it's really good, chopped it up into pieces, put a teaspoon of coconut oil, and I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on it, and then we're gonna heat it over the stove until it gets nice and soft, and then I will show you how to make the cake portion. Okay, so as that's heating on the stove, I'm just gonna crack 1 egg into a mug. I'm gonna add some more cinnamon. You can also use pumpkin pie spice, that's really good too, but I'm gonna use cinnamon for now. And then a tablespoon of coconut flour and mix it all up. You can also add stevia or monk fruit, but because it's gonna be sweet from the apples, I don't really feel like that's necessary for me, but you can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put half the apples in here, put it in the microwave for about a minute, and then top it with the rest of the apples on top and some nut butter. I am having a couple eggs with a slice of dairy-free cheese, and there's onion in there, and then sauteed zucchini with garlic, onion powder, salt, and then Dale's having basically the same thing with Swiss cheese and potatoes. So that's basically it. I hope that you enjoyed this, what I eat in a day. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love if you'd give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you're interested in learning more about my low carb approach to weight loss, definitely look in the description box down below. I have a link to a free workshop that teaches you my approach. So if you're interested, definitely check that out, and I will see you babes in my next video.